everyone, and welcome back to English with Lucy. Today we are going to be talking about some common English mistakes, normally made in spoken English, but also sometimes in written English. Naturally, these tend to be made by people who are learning English, but there are quite a few mistakes in here that native speakers also make. So you're not alone. This is a very difficult language. In this video, I'm going to take the incorrect sentences and provide you with the corrections so you can really get them into your head. There is also a free PDF that goes with today's lesson. It's got everything that we're going to talk about today, plus a quiz at the end. So you can practice what you've learned and make sure you don't repeat those mistakes. If you'd like to download that, just click on the link in the description box. You enter your name and your email address, you sign up to my mailing list. The PDF will arrive directly in your inbox, and then every week after that, you will automatically receive my lesson PDFs along with all of my news, course updates and offers. Right, let's get started with the speaking mistakes. Okay, the first mistake is the misuse of less and fewer. And this is a mistake that I myself make. I hear Will make it a lot. I hear my mum make it. I don't know if it's regional. I think it's just a mistake that native speakers make a lot of the time. If you manage to use less and fewer correctly, then you can confidently say that you speak better than a lot of native speakers, including me. Let's take a look at this sentence. It's incorrect, I warn you, don't write it down. There are less people than yesterday. There are less people than yesterday. This should be corrected to there are fewer people than yesterday. Why is this? Well, we use less with uncountable nouns and fewer with countable nouns. And people, it's a countable noun. If you find it confusing, you can think of it this way. Less is used with singular or uncountable nouns, and fewer is used with plural or countable nouns. Which one of these is correct? The baby weighed fewer than 2 pounds at birth, or the baby weighed less than 2 pounds at birth? I'll give you a couple of seconds. Less or fewer? It should be fewer. Pounds. Plural, countable nouns. Right, let's move on to 3 and 4, our next two mistakes. We are going to be looking at me and I. Once again, this is a mistake that I have made many times in the past, and every now and again I do make this mistake and my dad always corrects me. The issue is that many native speakers are taught to be wary of me. Not me in particular, the word me. We're always told it shouldn't be him and me, it should be him and I, but this isn't always correct. It depends on the placement. Have a look at this sentence. They gave it to him and I. They gave it to him and I. This is incorrect. It should be they gave it to him and me. Now there's quite a simple trick for checking if it should be him and I or him and me. Remove the him and see if it fits. They gave it to I, doesn't fit. They gave it to me, does fit. They gave it to him and me. These next three, we're going to be focusing on subject-verb agreement. This is one of the first things you learn in English, but it's hard. It can get quite complicated and we often make mistakes. I often hear sentences like this. One of you are going to get hurt. One of you are going to get hurt. And to my ear, it doesn't actually sound too bad, but it is technically grammatically incorrect. It should be one of you is going to get hurt. One of you is going to get hurt because the is agreeing with one of you. One of this group of you, one is. Have a look at this next one. Which one do you think is correct? Neither car are very fast. Neither car is very fast. Are or is? I'll give you a couple of seconds. It should be is. Neither means not this one nor this one. Neither is. Singular. Last one, see if you can get it. Each of the plates are broken or each of the plates is broken. Give you a couple of seconds. It should be is again. Each one, each individual singular is broken. I personally find those quite tricky. It might seem absolutely obvious to you, but to me, I really do find that quite hard. I find strange things quite hard, like the difference between take and bring and left and right. Would you believe it? It's funny how everyone's brains work. Let's take a look at the articles a and an. This is a very common mistake that I hear, normally made by learners of English. I might hear them say something like, it's a old dress. It's a old dress. Where it should be, it's an old dress. We use an because the word that comes after the article begins with a vowel sound. Annold, annold. It's actually harder to say old, old, old. You need to do a little tiny glottal stop. Another one, it's an amazing deal. It's an amazing deal. It should be, it's an amazing deal. It's an amazing deal. I used to live with an Italian girl who's a very good friend, and she often made the mistake of actually doing this the other way around, because with words that began with an H sound, h, like hat, she wouldn't pronounce that consonant sound. She would start it with the a vowel sound instead. She would say at instead of hat. So she said, I have bought a gnat. I have bought a gnat. And I thought that was a very, very interesting thing, because she was correctly making the calculations of whether she should say a or an. It just was that she was pronouncing the following word incorrectly. There are some dialects and accents, like the Cockney accent, where they often drop the H's. I wonder if they would say, I bought an a, instead of I bought a hat. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask someone, because that seems really interesting. Next, we're going to look at the difference between beside and besides. These are commonly confused words. Take a look at this sentence. She sat besides the river. She sat besides the river. This is wrong. It should be she sat beside the river. Beside means next to. Besides means in addition to. Can you tell me which of these next two sentences is correct? I could never be a dancer. Beside, I'm too old now. Or I could never be a dancer. Besides, I'm too old now. Which one do you think is right? I'll give you a couple of seconds. It is besides, in addition. In addition to that, I'm too old now. Next, let's look at a very common mistake, the mistake of repeating the subject. I hear this all the time. Take a look at this sentence. My friend, she's coming with me. My friend, she's coming with me. It should be my friend is coming with me. You don't need to repeat the subject. It's either my friend is coming with me or she is coming with me. By saying my friend, she's coming with me, you are saying the same thing twice. Another example, my handwriting, it's improving. My handwriting, it's improving. This should be my handwriting's improving, or my handwriting is improving. No need to repeat yourself. We got you. Next, let's take a look at the incorrect use of nobody instead of anybody. Now, I'm not going to say that this is always incorrect because it forms part of dialects. It's quite cool slang as well. But if you're looking to write correct English in an exam or something like that, it's important to know this. Take a look at this sentence. I don't need nobody's money. I don't need nobody's money. Now, grammatically, this sentence is wrong. Although it sounds right, you'll hear it in music all the time. It's like extra emphasis, but it's actually a double negative. It should be, I don't need anybody's money. By saying nobody, you're doubling up on that negative. Another example, I didn't meet nobody at the party. I didn't meet nobody at the party. Technically, it should be, I didn't meet anybody at the party. Moving on, let's have a look at would've, should've, and could've. I actually made a video all about would've, should've, and could've. I will link it down below because it's very useful. I know a lot of students struggle with it. But there is a common mistake used by native speakers again. Because we have the reduction of, would've, should've, could've, this has been misinterpreted over the years and people are saying would've, should've, and could've, but this is technically incorrect. An example is, you could have said, you could have said. It's very hard to hear that slight difference. It should be could have said, or she shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have done that. It's much clearer to see in written English. Or I would have helped you should be I would have helped you. It's a very subtle difference in spoken English, but it's a very clear difference in written English. Finally, we have our last two mistakes. This is one that I read on a daily basis in my comments section. My lovely students ask me if I've visited their country, and they ask me, have you ever been in India? Have you ever been in London? Have you ever been in Italy, for example? It's the difference between been in and been to. To have been in means it's a lasting action which is still true. I've been in here filming for 3 hours, for example, and I'm still here. When you visit or travel to somewhere, you can say that you've been to that location. We use it to talk about our travelling experiences. I've been in London before should be I've been to London before. Have you been in India? Have you been to India? Right, that is it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you learned something. Now it is time for you to complete the quiz on that PDF. If you'd like to download it, all you've got to do is click on the link in the description box, you enter your name and your email address, you sign up to my mailing list, and the PDF will arrive directly in your inbox, and then every week after that you will automatically receive my lesson PDFs and all of my news, course updates and offers. Don't forget to check out Lingoda with their language sprint. Just click on the link in the description box and use my code for €20 off your deposit. Don't forget to connect with me on all of my social media. I've got my Instagram @Lucy and my website englishwithlucy.co.uk, where I've got an awesome pronunciation tool where you can click on phonemes and hear how I pronounce those phonemes and words containing those phonemes. It's very fun. E. Word. No. I've also got my personal channel where I document and vlog my life here in the English countryside, and all of the vlogs are fully subtitled so that you can use them for listening practice and to improve your vocabulary. I will see you soon for another lesson. Mwah!